Make sure you make sure.
Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Jason Schmidt with Strutting Obsessions. Got the man here, Jim Burns, with Quaker Boy, Mossy Oak. Got a special thing we've got today. We are celebrating Quaker Boy's 50th anniversary.
Right.
Back when Dick Kirby started this phenomenal brand of turkey calls. And Jim, he's been with them for quite a few years. I'm not going to say how many, but
I will.
he'll be able to share in that a little bit. But we just wanted to, they're coming out with their new lineup here, and just kind of wanted to do an unboxing, if you will, of all the different new calls that they've got out. We've got diaphragm calls, we've got some slate, some box calls that we're going to kind of go over and celebrate with them, if you will. So I'm going to turn it over to Jim, and we'll get to going on this.
Thanks, Jason. So as Jason said, Quaker Boy celebrating their 50th anniversary. Dick Kirby started the company back in 1976, and he continues as a family-owned and operated business by Chris Kirby and his wife, Michelle. I've been on their pro staff almost 20 years. Real proud of it. It's a great company. You know, it's a family-run company, and what I really enjoy and what I like to tell a lot of people is you look at all their calls and everything, there's a little logo down on the bottom and talks about made in the USA, and I just think that's a real important thing. So I'm real proud to represent them when we go out to stores or events, shows, seminars, whatever, talk and tell the Quaker Boy story. So with Jason's help, we thought it'd be interesting just to show the new lineup that they're introducing with this 50th anniversary. So really going to start right off with like the packaging, so you'll see it. So this is really cool, at least 50th anniversary, that's gold, right? So they've got some great packaging. It's a gold look to it because of the 50th anniversary, so it'll be easy for you guys to spot on the shelves. Or obviously you can always go to quakerboy.com and get and order stuff online, but really sharp packaging this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. Kind of makes it stand out.
Yeah.
You know,
Rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is just talk about a couple calls that are coming out. The first one they came out with is this Extreme Yelper. This has got that, it's got that purple heartwood. I always forget what that is, on a cherry box, and it's a little push pull or push pin call. It's a great call, not only for us who have experience, but if you're trying to get a young kid started, right, new hunter, beginner. It's such an easy call, nice little yelp. You can cluck with it, you can purr with it. Yeah. It's just a real sweet little call to carry.
Yeah, I mean, just the ease of use with it, you know, especially with a young hunter, you know, because you want to minimize your movements with that as well. So you don't want to be trying to reach around and do a lot of movement when you're turkey hunting, obviously. But I mean, that's a pretty piece. It's real just a, you can do a lot of different calls with that.
With that purple heartwood too, it really makes it sharp.
Doesn't stand out for sure.
The next call I'm going to show you is the High Rise. This is a new box call put out. It's got that purple heartwood. This is on a black walnut box, really sharp looking. And what's very interesting about this, I do the High Rise, and I don't know if it'll show, we'll try, but the rail on one side is higher than the rail on the other. So you get two distinct sounds. Again, it's more of a high pitch on the low rail and a raspier pitch on the higher rail. So you've got like two calls again in one. If you're a box call fan like I am, I've got box calls, you just wouldn't even believe the number of box calls I have. But anyway, just another one it's a new addition to the line. I think it's really sharp. Try that out, give that a whirl.
And I think how it fits too. I mean, I've got big hands so I can grip, but you know, even with smaller hands, the way the box is designed, it's just very well thought out. But just a pretty piece.
Yeah. It's almost one you wouldn't want to use, just have it on your desk.
That's just for your display cases, yeah.
Yeah, it's got that design almost like the old boat paddle with the longer handle down here, so you can hold it down here if you wanted to.
All right.
Yeah. Real pretty piece. The next two I'm going to share with you are the pot calls they came out with some unique things too. This is called the Aristocrat. This is the packaging. It's a cherry pot, hickory striker, and it's got slate. But really interesting, it's slate over glass. So there's actually a glass portion in here, just underneath this slate. And that's going to give you some real nice distinct sounds. So that's, again, a nice piece. And they've also got one, it's called the Aristocrat 2, but it's glass. And again, it's got the cherry pot, the hickory striker, and this has a preconditioned glass over glass. There's actually 2 layers of glass in this one. So this is going to sound really nice too.
I think a hickory striker is what really kind of sets them apart. I think it gives you a good sound with those undertones. But
and they all come with a little cleaning pad with them too to keep your surfaces clean.
And it's important, I think, when we're talking about slate calls and those type of calls, not touching it with your hands and getting the oils and stuff like that on there to keep that surface good and clean. But
the other set they came out with, their new mouth calls. Again, it's called Kirby's Court, and kind of a little fun play off of that. It's got the clerk, it's got the petitioner, it's got the jester, and it's got the plaintiff. And they're in a 4-pack. They also come in individual packs. So you can get those too. And Jason, you've got...
Yeah, I got hooked up with a new...
you've got the plaintiff, right? So Jason's going to run his mouth call the plaintiff. It's
kind of more of a, like a larger ghost cut. I don't know if you can see that on there, which I love a ghost cut. It just depends when you're using mouth calls about where you channel your air at, whether you're down the middle, maybe it's to the right side, to the left side. So this lineup of calls actually caters to a little bit of everyone, I think, with that. But yeah, this is brand new right out the package. Obviously, that would sound a lot better the more you get broke in, but I just love a good ghost cut.
And we also know we're kind of in a setup in our area where we're filming this too, so the calls sound better obviously outdoors than they do sometimes inside.
So it's got a good heavy,
real rasp to that one.
Right. That old boss hen that Quaker Boy's been known for. That old boss hen, that's one of my favorites that they have. So that's, can't wait to get out in the woods and try.
So that's the lineup of the calls this year. Again, with this packaging, you'll be easily to find them on the shelves. If you can't find them in your stores, QuakerBoy.com will have them. Also want to mention, great relationship actually with Mossy Oak and Quaker Boy. They've got a lot of nice Quaker Boy swag in Mossy Oak. Like here's the hat, for example. So great relationship with them. So go on the line, you can check out that. Also the accessories in masks, hats, gloves, that kind of stuff that Quaker Boy also offers. But whole lineup by Quaker Boy. It's just not turkey calls. I want to make sure people know that. Well, deer calls, we'll be doing events probably in the fall too with the deer calls that they make. But they've got elk calls, duck calls, squirrel calls, coyote calls, you name it, Quaker Boy's into it. And again, all made in America. USA right up in headquartered out of Springville, New York, and they have their factory where they make a lot of their box products or their wood products out of Bradford, Pennsylvania. So get in the stores, check them out. I think you'll like what you see. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming on and kind of spreading the news about the milestone that Quaker Boy has hit. I know they've released a lot of this stuff back in with the NWTF show out in Nashville and kind of brought it out. But we just kind of wanted to give an unboxing and kind of shed a little light on the new calls here. So, all right.
Super.
Yeah, so we'll be getting after it here pretty soon. Season's less than a month away, so we're looking forward to getting out here and trying these new calls out and see if we can get one to cooperate.
Yeah.
Or two.
Or two.
All right. So thank y'all for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.